watching Ice Cream Man. Yay!
Hey! Wait, proper intro.
Hey! It's the ABCs of Bad Movies with Alex and Jeff. You cut me off. Jeff. Today is the letter I. And I scream. You scream. We all scream.
For the Ice Cream Man.
For your... Fuck! You ruin it every time. Try to,
Hey,
fucking...
sucks to suck, man. Sucks to suck. But today is the letter I, and I have the movie this time. So that means I picked the movie and I picked the drinks, and Alex has no idea.
And I didn't know what the movie was until about 5 minutes ago. And I went, that sounds fun. And then you have drinks for me that are secret right now, so I can't wait to find out what they are. Is it going to be one like last week that we can just slam in one before we start? Was that last week? No. 2 weeks ago? It was 2 weeks ago.
Yeah,
You remember? You can't just slam this?
Well, you could. It's just not very easy. I'm really excited about tonight.
I am excited for this movie.
You know what I just realized? My pants blend into the... they're almost matching the seats
The
here.
seats.
It's almost like I'm just sitting on top of the seats here.
What's wrong with yours? No, it's fine. Yeah, we could have just made it actually look like we're sitting in the seats. But that takes work. Fuck that.
Yeah. Well, I just need to find a new stock image. Free stock image.
I thought you broke into a movie theater and took a photo of
This elegant, theater with the curtains drawn and everything?
Yeah.
No.
Oh. I thought you did.
No.
Well, maybe next time.
Yeah. So, super excited about tonight's movie. Tonight's movie is Ice Cream Man.
It's the Ice Cream Man.
Yep, 1995 by Paul Norman, and he features himself in the movie, by the way,
cool.
which I find hilarious.
I love when a director's in a movie.
I know. M. Night Shyamalan loves to do that, too.
Who?
You know, somebody who makes better than bad movies, generally.
I don't know that name. What has he made?
I feel the same way.
What has he made?
Don't you know?
No.
Well, the classic Aliens.
Aliens?
What?
I thought that was... I was going to say John Crichton, but that's not a...
No, I'm pretty sure that was M. Night Shyamalan,
That's...
and he was the driver. He was like the buddy that came up, his wife died or something like that, and then he drove up to the house.
Sigourney Weaver in it?
No, Signs. Sorry, Signs.
That was M. Night Shyamalan. That's why. That's why I didn't recognize the name. Shyamalan. I don't know. I think that's how you pronounce it, right?
Maybe.
Okay. There's enough. Did we waste enough time?
Ding dong.
I want a fucking drink. Jefe. Cerveza.
I know. Okay. We'll
Por
cerveza
favor.
this. Open your eyes, pal.
Are you sure?
Yeah.
Am I allowed?
It's okay.
You sure?
It's okay. We'll fix this after. Open.
I can't
Hand
see.
out. Put your right hand out. Put your right hand out. You'll feel it, bro. You'll
I
feel
can't
it.
see.
You'll feel it. It's cold.
What is this? Is it a
a-
mudslide?
It's a dragon's milk float
What
with
is
Irish
this?
cream.
And it's all curdled and everything?
No.
Look at that. That's super curdled. Are you kidding me?
It's the foam.
Can I just drink it? I'm gonna.
Oh wow. Okay, the foam bubble's super alcoholic.
I like that.
Holy crap. That was like straight alcohol. It's so strong. It's so strong.
I don't like the texture.
Wait, let me
I don't think
It's thick.
let me taste it.
Oh. You were right. You can't really chug that. I mean, I could if I really wanted to.
Don't
but-
gag, please.
It's just I
That
don't
is
know what went wrong.
That is a thick dragon's milk.
I don't know.
That's exactly how I would picture a dragon's milk to be.
I don't know if it's
Thick and curdled.
I think it's the Irish cream.
It's like in like high fantasy stuff, like the things that birth orcs. That's the milk that they release.
It doesn't taste that bad.
It doesn't taste bad. It's the texture is really distracting me.
But the taste is actually taste not
Oh
bad.
my
That was
gosh.
ice cream. Why are you chugging?
Because I want to get rid of it to make a new one.
Say
Like
it.
so.
Why are you doing it like that?
I catch like a chunk.
Why are you drinking it?
It's thick.
Why are you being like this?
I want a new one too. I don't want to just have this sit here in front of me, mocking me. I can get trashed. I'm gonna slam this thick milk. Oh. Oh. This is a great mix. This and sushi.
You just sound like you're in pain.
It's such an off-putting feeling in my
know.
mouth.
I'm
it's
so
a bad,
sorry.
It's a bad mouth feel.
I'm so sorry. I wasn't expecting this.
I love it.
I don't know
And he loves
what
terrible
went
things.
wrong, to be honest.
Some things just curdle when they make contact with each other. It's why you have to
It's
slam
the-
a. It's
the
why you have to slam a
Baileys.
car bomb.
Yeah, it's the Baileys.
It's the
not ice
Baileys is causing it to
Okay,
curdle.
I'm not gonna put that in next time.
Put it in.
cream.
No.
I'll drink it.
No, I'm not gonna put that.
Think of how entertaining it would be.
No.
Oh jeez. Cheese and cretins.
So, I tried to make a dragon's milk float.
You did make a dragon's milk float, all right. Look at it's all thick on the bottom and wet. Look at all that oil.
But I put Irish cream in here, and it curdled.
It did. I didn't notice.
And now, the texture is just so bad.
It is so disgusting. The feeling.
But it tastes good. It's very strong.
It tastes really good. But when you have chunk of dairy, when you have dairy chunks, it doesn't feel good. Tastes good though. Is it?
This is what I imagine
You don't
like
wanna
medieval Irish
You don't,
cream.
you don't want your you don't want your drink to be described as chunky dairy. That's for sure what you don't want. So great choice.
Okay, we're gonna finish these. You're gonna make new ones. No cream, and it hopefully doesn't curdle. And then we'll be set because we'll actually have ice cream in here. It's not just melted.
Can I just have the dragon's milk, please? Oh my god.
Well, yeah, we can just drink dragon's milk and have ice cream separately if you want.
I don't even want ice cream. I had to flash eat before we even started.
I'm so sorry. You know what?
You know what goes good
Hey.
with a nice chunky dairy? The sushi I ate 30 minutes ago.
That soy sauce and wasabi really mixes in well. It all goes to the same place. So bottoms up.
Cheers, Jeff. Thanks for this one. Normally you're good about this. If this drink has any indication of how this night's gonna go,
Yes.
I really hope it doesn't. I'm excited to watch this movie. And if this movie is just a chunky dairy of a movie, I'm gonna be upset.
I only know one fact about this movie, and I'm not going to spoil it.
I hope this movie doesn't curdle or sour. This is something else, huh? You did real good. I'm really proud of you. You know what? Before you give me another one of these chunky milkshakes,
What's that?
can you grab me a Bud Light Lime from the fridge, please? Because I have some.
going to give you another chunky milkshake. We're just going to go to Dragon's.
Okay, I want a Bud Light Lime first. You can see chunks in here. Oh. For those of you at home keeping track, Dragon's Milk is 11%. So,
There's that.
well, this is going to be a roller coaster.
Oh.
I can't wait for this. Nice thick drink. 11%.
All right. We're going to get this movie started.
Oh, did you give me a little thing
Yeah.
of Kavanaugh Irish cream? You dirty bastard. You didn't
Finish
even
that.
go you didn't even go name brand.
Finish that, and we're going to... Well, it was 99 cents. It was the only Irish cream 99
That's
center.
fair. Didn't want to splurge.
No. I'm glad I didn't because I didn't know that it would curdle the damn...
If you just swallow it real fast, you don't even feel the curdles in your mouth.
And it tastes great. It's really alcoholic.
Super alcoholic.
That was probably like a 18% drink right there. With this in here.
You just add them up. Is that what you do?
Yeah.
Just added.
Look, you can... This is what I'm getting. It's all coming. It's all coming with... Here we go.
3, 2, 1 down the pipe. Done.
And I felt every chunk. Okay.
Here you go, pal. Cream to the face.
Cream me on my face!
Delicious.
Not curdled.
It's kind of weird that it wasn't curdled, to be honest. I was used to that.
No, it wasn't weird. It's how it should have been.
I was used to that from the last while.
Okay.
Okay, guys, this is The Ice Cream Man, 1995.
Directed by
Paul Newman.
Paul Norman,
Norman.
also known as Norman Epstein.
I'm really excited for this movie.
And can you clap me in?
So you can watch this movie on YouTube. Another reason why.
On YouTube, Ice Cream Man on YouTube, Ice Cream Man movie. Okay, ready? He's got a giant flat
Dude,
head.
he's got like a
his
9 head, man.
It's so flat on the top. It's unreal. This is so disturbing. What is going on in this movie?
Why?
I have some questions.
Double dip. I'm Clint Howard.
Do you want to
Look at my flat skull top. Grenadine.
Oh, there's another kid in here. It's the Frozen kid? Leave your shoes outside. Who says that? You want some ice cream in my van?
Are we even
So he's
sure
like
he
an
murdered the
anti-
kid?
He's just like an anti-hero.
He's an anti-hero, yeah. He killed the creepy park dude who was gonna molest the kid.
He did.
He's gonna kill the mistress who's ruining a family. Ice Cream Man's a good guy. And he said, all I want to do is help kids.
Yeah. He's taking care of kids.
It's making
in
a
his,
lot of sense,
in
folks.
his own special way.
It's making a lot of sense. No longer that kid's getting hit by a fucking car, yes!
What? What? Oh my god!
What the fuck is happening?
What just happened? What is... Do you know what's going on?
They're in the... This is horrifying.
What is going on?
What did you do, Jeff?
I don't know.
What did you... How did he brainwash this kid so effectively? Did he drug him or something?
He just gave him Butterbrickle.
Did he just stab her in the skull?
Yep.
Oh my god.
Oh, whoa. There's a cop car still here? Decapitated head? From a cop car? And nobody's...
I could have sworn this guy was gonna be good. This movie fooled me.
This movie right now.
I can't believe it's still going. Like, I'm so ready to for it to be done. You don't freeze frame and roll credits on that. Are you fucking serious?
Oh.
They fucking...
Well.
Why did you do this? Why did you do this? You
I
make me
thought it
drink.
was-
You make me drink curdled alcoholic milk,
Hey.
and then you make me watch this. What did I do to you? What did I do?
I'm sorry.
What did I do?
I'm sorry. Don't make me into ice cream.
Hey, it's the ABCs of Bad Movies, and we're back. We just finished watching a terrible movie called Ice Cream Man.
Can I just say that I'm really disappointed?
You're disappointed?
Man, I'm at a really low right now.
The lows here at the ABCs, the lows are low, but boy are the highs high. Like,
So, we should go to plot synopsis first. As we always do.
plot synopsis.
Plot synopsis.
That's what I wanted. I needed that.
So we just watched Ice Cream Man. And basically, the original ice cream guy gets gunned down. We got this new Ice Cream Man.
I think
and-
you're brushing over a really important part of the plot, which
What's
is
that?
it opens up black and white, and then an Ice Cream Man gets murdered in a drive-by shooting where the Ice Cream Man comes out of his truck and then is shot more, hits the gutter, and then is shot more, and then the driver drives away, and then a kid comes down, pulls the ice cream out of the corpse of the Ice Cream Man, and starts eating it while sitting on the curb in front of the corpse.
Yep.
And then we cut to present day, which is 1995, and that's where I raise my hand and I say, "What? What? What was that? What just happened?" And they don't explain what happened throughout the whole movie. It's just a cat behind the green screen. It's okay. What just happened?
No.
They never explain it.
Nope.
All that does is set up a kid gets traumatized, and then later we learn that he's a deranged person as an adult who's also an ice cream man. That's all we get out of that.
Yeah.
And there was no need for that. You could have just started with creepy ice cream man. And then it would have been more mysterious, why is the ice cream man creepy? And then scenes later on explain why he's weird and creepy.
Here's the thing. The director had a vision. It was just chopped up into 30-second frames for 90 minutes.
I don't even know why you're trying to defend yourself
I'm not.
tonight, Jeff. Tonight is not your night.
Look, this is the ABCs of bad movies, damn it. We've been on a string of 5 highly recommends. We have to have a low.
No, we don't. What if we're just lucky every time?
Then fast forward to the future, and a new
The
ice cream
future
man.
of 1995,
Yeah.
a bright and shiny future.
The colored television.
The
That's how we know it's the future.
The dot-com bubble was only
Some porn pictures.
a small growing aspect of our economy. It was a bright time in our future. Bill Clinton hadn't been accused of an affair yet. Sounds like a good time. Sounds like a good time to be an American
So
in
economy
white
was on the
suburbia.
rise. Yep,
Yeah.
economy was on the rise.
And who rolls in? None other than flat skull-topped bald man Clint Howard,
So
who scrapes change off a wood board on his truck into a bucket full of rats
and roaches.
and roaches, collecting money from children asking for ice
Yep.
cream.
So, God, I'm so sad right now.
And he's got a great voice in this movie, where I think you thought Clint Howard actually sounded like that, and I was like, no, he's an actor. Where he's doing this Batman voice. He's doing like a Christian Bale Batman. That'll be $1.
Are you gargling marbles, Clint Howard?
Yeah. That's what he was doing.
No,
and
wait.
it was-
Okay, stay on track here. Plot synopsis.
Well, that's what I'm saying. Like, he was talking to the kids.
Yeah.
We have boy in fat suit.
So immediately the first day on the job, he's super awkward to the kids.
Good sign for an ice cream man.
Also, the kids have never had an ice cream man before, and they're
No, they have, because they say this new ice cream man seems a little weird.
Oh, I missed that part.
Yeah. When the kid with the fat suit on, he's clearly supposed to be like a chubby kid, because he's always last whenever they run somewhere. He's always last and he's winded.
Yeah.
Or if they're riding their bikes, he's the last one and he's winded. He's just winded, which is a classic symptom of wearing a fat suit.
Wearing a pillow in your shirt.
Yeah, he's got like a pillow under his shirt. But he tosses the ice cream to his friends, and he goes, "Man, that new ice cream man is pretty weird."
Oh, I missed that part.
Yeah.
Oops.
It's right after he scrapes the change, where they're trying to show his like nail marks and like talon marks from his nails in the wood as he scrapes it into the bucket filled with mice.
Gotcha. And cockroaches.
The cockroaches were in the ice cream. That was
No,
different.
they were in the.
They were in the
change
bucket too?
Yeah, yeah.
Clearly, I don't pay attention to film.
So we have one individual. Then basically, kids go to the park. Ice cream man shows up at the park. There's a creepy guy picking up trash. Maintenance
There's
guy.
one kid sitting on a swing.
Yes, reading
and
the
there's
Pied
this-
Piper.
Reading the Pied Piper, and we're like, well, this is the theme of the movie.
Yep.
And there's this old man in the back. He's got the same white button-down long-sleeve shirt, white pants, pre-tied bow tie, like not an actual bow tie, like super thin, like you know it's not an actual bow tie. and he's picking up garbage with one of those like
pokes.
trash
Little
poke stick,
Pick.
a pick. He's picking that up, and he happens to notice that there's this one sexy little kid who's sitting by himself.
Scrawny
And he
little boy.
starts to walk over, and there's the music cue, like this is a bad guy.
Bad guy music.
And then 2 kids run up, and the guy stops, turns around, goes back to picking trash.
Yep.
And we're like, well, he's clearly a former ice cream man, but if we can base anything on that, same looking bow tie, creepy vibe, just like the ice cream man has a creepy
Total
vibe.
pedophile. Yes, and then
all the kids,
2 kids come up. They're up playing.
pillow
the
under
fat
shirt
boy,
kid drops his
Tuna. Trips.
His name is Tuna, which I didn't realize, and you called him Tuna, and I was like, yeah, like a rotten fish. Tries to wipe the ice cream off on his shirt, and I guess he eats it because he's a chubby little boy, and he's gonna.
Was his ice
If he's a
cream?
chubby boy, he's gonna eat his ice cream, no matter how sandy.
Mm.
They have the merry-go-round, the carousel.
I hated that shot.
We have a kid is by himself now. All the other ones leave to go home. He goes over to the ice cream truck that pulls up by Creepy Ice Cream Man. Ice Cream Man says some creepy things. Creepy Man with Pokey Stick is there, and we're like, they're in cahoots. They're working together.
Yep.
They're gonna
But then Ice Cream Man has a flashback, and
very white,
yep, it's like he's in a
oversaturated brightness.
yeah, he's like in a super clean room, you know, and we
There's
got
a clown with a
crazy
giant
clown.
plastic ice cream cone,
crazy clown.
and a woman with a giant needle, a nurse with a giant needle.
They say there's
And the clown starts laughing and putting the fake ice cream cone towards the camera. The camera is like a first-person perspective. Here's the creepy thing. As the ice cream cone gets close to his face, it cuts to a needle in his fucking temple
that's
with
full of some green
giant
stuff
green goo in it. And you start seeing it go in his skull. And that's disgusting and, like, revolting and
in
uncomfortable.
itself. Yeah,
Can you carry on?
I can try. There's just a lot of cuts, so
There's a lot of cuts and there's a lot of unnatural camera angles.
yeah.
When you expect to see someone like walking down a hallway, you expect it to be basically the camera to be level with the ground so it looks like it's normal, and it's tilted at a horrible degree. You don't want that for a scene where someone's walking down a hallway, unless the point of that scene is to make the audience feel uneasy,
Yeah.
which in defense of this movie, you feel uneasy the whole time, but that's not because of the camera angles, it's because of what's occurring plot-wise and scene-wise in the movie.
Every 30 seconds. Basically,
Kid
one
went
of
up
the
to the
kids
ice
goes
cream man,
missing.
yeah. Kid goes missing.
And next day, Ice Cream Man comes back. Tuna's over here.
They had,
And,
before that, the ice cream man wakes up the next morning
That's
in
right.
a pile of dirt.
No.
No, he murders
Ice
a
Cream
dog.
Man goes back to his house.
Murders a dog.
Murders a dog. His neighbor's dog, which is actually his landlord's dog. Nurse
Which is
Warden.
also his nurse's dog.
And then he goes up to the nurse, and after murdering the dog, and the nurse goes, like, opens the window and is like, "Oh, hello, how are you?" And they just have a casual conversation, and she's like, "Did you hear my dog?" Who would, like, obviously give a yell.
Barked sounded like it was in distress.
Yes, and
And he goes, "Nope, didn't hear a fucking
And-
dog. I don't
and
know
there's-
what's wrong with you,
there's
you
like
deaf
blood.
old lady."
Yeah, there's like blood on
There's
his
blood
eye.
on his nose.
And she goes, "What's that on your face?" And he, like, swipes this blood, licks it, and goes, "It's grenadine." Like, talking about his ice cream, which is a good cover.
No, it makes it better. His full line, "It's grenadine for my ice cream treats." And I asked the peanut gallery, I said, "Do you put grenadine on ice cream?" And they both immediately went, "No." And I don't know if you've ever put grenadine in an alcoholic beverage. It is an overpowering taste. Like one drop, and you can taste grenadine. No
Yeah.
matter how big that drink is, one drop of grenadine totally colors your drink red and you taste grenadine. And grenadine is not a good taste.
No.
It's really gross. It's like over syrupy, like mentholy strawberry cherry. It's really gross.
It's red. It tastes like red.
It tastes like bad red.
Yes.
And he just wipes this blood off his nose, sucks on his finger. Grenadine for my ice cream treats. If anyone put grenadine on my ice cream, I'd smash that ice cream in their face. And I'd say, how dare you
So I'll say
put
that was
grenadine.
That was very quick thinking for an ice cream man.
No, yeah, that's
delusional
like
ice
not
cream man.
bad, especially because he's dealing with a nurse who's clearly senile and doesn't understand.
Yeah. So we wake up, and the police have known that the kid has gone missing, and Ice Cream Man wakes up in his yard, which he's like kind of in a. He's not in a trailer park, but he's kind of in like a.
He lives in like a trailer
Trailer.
park. There's a bunch of trailers around, and he's got these
Yeah.
plastic sunflower windmills
Yes, all in
all
his
over,
yard.
and everyone that shows up to that yard. This
Compliments
includes
them.
later. They compliment not only that they're nice, but that they're nice daisies every time.
Yes.
Everyone calls them nice daisies. Even Jan Michael Vincent. By the way, Jan Michael Vincent's in this movie. Anyway, what the fuck were we talking about? But it's a genuine question. What were we just talking about? Those dragon milks are fucking. God, they're like a killer, man.
So
Jeez.
we're talking about kid gets kidnapped.
Yes.
No, police are called. He wakes up on the lawn of daisies.
Wakes up on the lawn of the plastic
Sunflower.
sunflower windmills that everyone calls daisies and
Yes.
says they grow very well.
And the landlord comes out, Nurse Warden comes out and
Demands
says,
her
"Are you-
rent."
Are you okay? My rent is 5 gallons this time, not 4 gallons of ice cream.
5 gallons of ice cream.
And she wants Rocky Road. So he wakes up, and she's like, "What are you doing? Are you okay?" And I don't remember what answer he gave, but he gave some stupid answer. And he grinds up the dog, by the way, which is very
Hot.
sad.
Oh.
I'm going to speed through this plot because there's just so much to talk about after even this. So,
Oh, you left the land sharks out yet. Gosh darn idiot.
did I?
Yes. Let's do our
Should we just go straight to trivia?
No, let's do our 2-minute plot synopsis
Okay,
thing.
2-minute plot
That'll make it much easier.
Okay, I'm ready.
Can you
I'll
set
just
up
do.
a timer?
Yeah, I'll just do 2 minutes real quick. And you know what? I'm gonna go first.
Okay.
Since last time you went first, I think.
Also, I forgot this whole movie. So, let's do it.
Okay, reset. 2 minutes. Ready?
Yes.
Set. 2-minute plot synopsis.
It's a 2-minute plot synopsis. Let's see how Jeff does.
3, 2, 1. Ice Cream Man gets violently killed in the streets. Little kid grabs the ice cream cone from his hand and says all he was doing was giving me ice cream. He later becomes the new Ice Cream Man. New Ice Cream Man comes to the street. Boom. Kid immediately notices that he's weird. He scrapes some change into a bucket filled with cockroaches and mice.
Go way
That's how we know
faster.
That's how I know he's bad.
You're
So,
3 minutes into this movie. Come on.
kids in the park, and he notices there's a creepy groundskeeper. Ice Cream Man kills the groundskeeper, makes him an ice cream, feeds him to some cops who are looking for the missing kid that was also in the park. We assume the Ice Cream Man kidnapped him, and which he actually did. And so cops are looking at the Ice Cream Man. He comes back around to the neighborhood the next day. The kids like Tuna. Well, that's the name of the kid. Tuna. He comes and grabs some more ice cream, and Ice Cream Man doesn't like him because he's not polite. And Ice Cream Man kidnaps another kid who's been reading the Pied Piper, and brainwashes him into being his pal at the new Ice Cream King store / restaurant kind of thing, dessert parlor. And police come in and with a warrant and absolutely destroy the Ice Cream Man's house. Ice Cream Man ends up killing 2 cops or something like that, and police go to the loony bin because Ice Cream Man is from the loony bin, and the policemen realize that the loony bin is run by loony men, and then what happens? Oh god, the kids chase the Ice Cream Man around. The Ice Cream Man chases the kids around. playing fake hide and go seek. And then the kids kill the ice cream man? Question? Did they kill the ice cream man? I don't even remember.
Fuck, I don't remember
Oh my
either.
god. They do
5,
something, and basically,
4,
at the end of the day, they all high five each other. Done.
Do I have to do one?
Yeah, you do.
Oh, man.
Ready? Set. Go.
Black and white ice cream man murdered. New ice cream man creepy boy. He flirts with fat boy. Fat boy drops ice cream. Creepy park ranger tries to rape other boy on swing. Doesn't get raped because of other boys.
Oh man, you gotta go a lot faster.
Child gets lost. Child gets lost. Child is assumed dead. Cop eats eyeball of boy in ice cream.
Boy.
Murder. I don't remember this movie. Clint Howard has an awfully flat skull. He was a crazy person. Turns out, doctor of Clint Howard was also a crazy person. Has whole menagerie of crazy people, which is pretty fun. Jan Michael Vincent violently murders at least 4 crazy people in abandoned insane asylum. They need help. Ice Cream Man cuts off heads of multiple cops. Uses them as marionettes to trick children into being calm. Children do not fall for it. Clint Howard throws decapitated heads off frame. Boy who was kidnapped pushes Clint Howard into a blender. His limbs are grinded into ice cream. End of movie. And I have 11 seconds to spare. That's how you do a plot synopsis, Jeff. You skip over everything. That's what you do.
Well, we totally forgot the fact that he did die. You actually remembered that.
I only remembered right then, which is why I said it. I was like, oh, right, he got blended. He got literally thrown into a blender, and there's a shot where the blender stops, and there's a floating prosthetic arm in the soup of flesh and man meat. It's just a full arm. Oh.
I hated that movie. I hate Tonight.
I don't know why you hated it.
I'm just so ashamed. Just everything. I'm disappointed, really. All right, you ready for the budget game?
I thought we were gonna do trivia first.
Okay. Well,
whatever you want to do.
I'm good. No, I'm good with the budget game right now, and then we'll do some trivia.
You're running the show tonight.
We'll intro trivia with the budget game. So I looked it up.
You have the better voice.
So I can't guess, but I know the answer is. So
okay.
I have their 2 guesses.
Well, I was gonna write it down, but I guess I'm useless. It's totally fine with me. No one needs me. I'm the face.
Hell yeah.
I only do audio. So.
And I don't do video.
The irony of the face. I don't do video. That's pretty good. I just thought of a ice cream based
pun.
Yeah.
What is it?
All I can say is that my ice cream's pretty plain. I just got blind melon in my head in there. And
Rocky
all
Road.
I can do is get 2 scoops of cream for you.
Rocky Road for 2.
Yeah, we can do it. We can do a blind melon.
In a waffle cone.
Yeah.
Okay, so budget game.
No one's here to
From-
appreciate the blind melon ice cream man puns.
I know. Peanut 1 guessed 3 million. Peanut 2 guessed 7 million.
Okay.
I know the answer, so
I'm
I can't
Peanut
cheat.
3.
You're Alex.
I'm Alex?
What?
I thought you were Alex.
Shit. Are you Jeff?
I would guess so, because on the screen we go left to right, and you're on the left, so you're Alex,
Oh,
and I'm
Hefe.
I'm the boss. Okay, so I'm gonna try to rationalize this here. Clint Howard has got to be worth at least $40. 95.
How to buy an ice cream truck.
What was the first guess? I remember
3, 7.
7. I'm gonna say 2.6. $2.6 million is the budget.
Or lower or higher.
Are we doing prices right?
Whatever the Price is Right rules are. That's what we've been doing.
I'm fine with losing this game. I just think 2.6 sounds
So
right.
it has to be between 2.6 and 3.
And 2.999999999. Yeah.
Okay.
If it's 3, then she gets it. Yeah.
Are you all ready for the answer?
Oh God, it's gonna be way higher. No. It's gonna be 1.33.
No. The budget for this movie, estimated, is $2 million.
Oh my God.
I do not, sadly, have a estimated box office.
I assume there was none.
If I remember correctly, this movie went straight to VHS.
Yeah, there you go. Yeah, that makes total sense.
All right, you ready for some trivia? There's a lot of trivia. Prepare yourself.
Good.
Okay.
Can we do this in a way where it's question based, where I get to try to
Sure.
answer?
Who do you think sponsored this movie? First off, this movie has a sponsor.
Kenmore.
Who do you think sponsored this
The
movie?
freezer.
Good
where
guess.
they show the freezer.
Good guess, but incorrect. One more guess.
Ice cream in general.
No. Second guess.
Ron Howard.
Third guess.
I
Think. What was
just
actually
ice cream.
featured pretty heavily in this movie?
Things to pick up trash.
No.
Freezers.
So, this movie was sponsored by, in part, by the Converse Shoe Company.
I even mentioned Converse. Are you serious? Really?
I'm serious. Many characters wear Converse shoes, especially the
I
classic.
mentioned it when he's hiding under the thing in the supermarket, and I was like, oh, he's wearing some Converse.
And he changes his Converse when they get done by ice cream.
Oh my God. I would
So,
have never
yes.
guessed that.
Many characters wear Converse shoes, especially the classic Chuck Taylor All-Stars. There is also an extraordinary number of shots of shoes throughout the entire film. Yeah. All right, are you ready for the next piece?
Converse sponsored this movie?
Converse sponsored this movie. Bad choice, Converse. Sorry, guys. Clint Howard screamed and yelled at the top of his lungs while driving in a car every day into the set in order to have a more gravelly voice. He just yelled at the top of his lungs while driving to work.
But that just shows how good of an actor he is.
Well, he was very committed.
Method
Yeah.
actor. Because he does the marionette
Yeah.
thing, and he's changing voices too.
The scenes at the sanitarium were shot in an actual abandoned sanitarium in Pasadena, California. Moreover, the satanic drawings and graffiti were already on the walls.
Nice. Why aren't you doing questions?
Shit. Okay. How many days do you think the first draft of the script was written?
So the person thought of this idea, started writing, and then the first draft.
The entire first draft was done. Of a 90-plus minute movie.
12 days.
3 days.
Oh, I was gonna say 4 days. God damn it. I was like, there's no way they got it done in 4 days. I've
Yep.
tried to write things.
So this one doesn't phrase well into a question.
Okay, that's fine.
The movie was more of a spoof on the horror genre in an earlier draft of the script. So they, at the earlier
So originally
time,
it was just a parody.
yeah.
Okay, I get that, and it kind of comes off as that, but just like really poorly
Yeah.
made.
So this movie
I get
came
that.
out in 1995. When was Clint Howard's first main lead role? I'm sorry. When was his last? When was the last time he was the main lead role in a movie?
Before that,
Before 1995.
89.
89. Good guess. 81.
81.
14 years was the last
Was
time he
he
had
also
a
on
first.
the Andy Griffith show? or
I don't
something?
know. The next two
Next two are bad for questions.
Don't phrase well for question. No,
Okay,
the sound
so just
effect
so
of one
just
of the
say.
victims screaming has been recycled in a K-Fee commercial. I don't know K-Fee.
Do you know what K-Fee is?
K-Fee?
No? Okay. Next.
Adult film director Paul Norman's sole foray
What?
into mainstream
No,
media.
no, start again.
Adult film director Paul Norman's sole foray into mainstream cinema.
Soul, as in the only.
Yep.
That would explain why it's creepy as shit,
That
right?
would explain why there's a whore in the movie.
She must have been a porn star. She must have been, right?
Yep.
She definitely was.
Yep.
Is that another piece of trivia?
I wish it was.
She definitely was. Okay. Next.
So this one I don't quite understand. I don't know who. So one of George Prince's. Do you know who George Prince is? I don't.
No.
I guess this was one of his favorite films. The film was tied to another comedy horror, Jack Frost. Somehow this film is connected to Jack
Frost, the
1997.
the movie that has the creepy snowman monster teeth.
I'm not sure which one it is.
Had to be.
So next piece of trivia.
I can't wait.
We talked about tuna a lot in this movie.
We certainly did, and I called the kid a rotten fish.
Uh-huh.
We didn't talk about that. Can we talk about that real quick? I
not
called
yet.
the kid.
Not yet. Not yet.
Okay.
So,
How was it
how do you think his fat suit was applied?
It
Like,
was
what do you think he had?
pillow duct tape.
You know what's sad?
What?
You're fucking right.
Are you fucking serious? It was a duct tape pillow around his chest.
Not necessarily duct tape. It said JoJo Adams had a pillow tucked under his shirt to make him look fatter for his role as tuna.
Why does it matter? Because the only reason you would make him of like a fat kid is if they're all running away and he's too slow and he gets caught.
It made no sense. He was a skinny kid, and they made him put a pillow in his chest.
When he got caught, it wasn't because he was fat. It was because he fucked up starting his bike up.
Yep.
He like stumbled. You didn't have to make the kid fat. And the whole movie we were like, this is a fucking fat suit.
Okay, so do you remember the priest in the film?
Yeah, the British guy.
Well, his name is David Warner.
Okay.
How many days did he work on this film?
Half.
How many days?
Half a day.
A number of half a day?
0.5 days.
Well, he worked for 2 days.
I was close.
2 days on the film.
I mean, he was barely there. He checked that the girl was there, and then he did the thing.
I wish I knew which house it was, but this one also doesn't work well for trivia. For questions. Director Paul Norman shot several scenes in his own house, and I wish I knew what house it was.
Had to be number 9.
Number 140,
Where that
whatever.
whore was.
Now, do you remember the dad who was all up in...
Cheaty Dad.
Uh-huh.
They call him Cheaty Dad.
How many days did he work on this film?
God, if the priest worked 2, I'm going to guess that Dad worked 2 days.
He worked 1 day on this film.
Oh, come on.
And you know what's crazy? Since you love baseball, he was a famous baseball player.
Are you serious?
Steve Garvey, only worked for 1 day on the film. Moreover, Garvey spent half of the day signing baseballs for fans who showed up on set to see him.
Can we see who Steve Garvey is?
Yeah, Steve Garvey.
Because it's not a name I'm familiar with. He's probably for some shitty team like the Dodgers. A fucking Dodger.
First baseman for the Dodgers.
The validation. Of course, shitty dude.
And he played.
Shitty Dodge.
And he played for the Padres.
The Padres, I don't have a complaint with. I like the Padres. Go Dads.
But mostly played for the Dodgers.
Of course he played.
Wow, he was on the cover of Sports Illustrated.
No one gives a shit.
Okay, so you already know this, but Clint Howard, the main guy, is the brother of...
Ron Howard.
Yes, from
the Andy Griffith Show.
and
And he's also a director.
of...
of Apollo 13,
which came out in
1995.
the same movie as this, and a different show.
Arrested Development.
No.
Well, he's the narrator.
Happy Days.
Happy Days.
Happy Days.
And everyone knows Ron Howard because of the Andy Griffith Show and all his directorial shit.
That's pretty much it. That's all the good.
Trivia?
That's all the good trivia. There's other stuff, but it doesn't really matter. You know, it's a good piece of Jeff trivia.
Yeah.
So I played baseball when I was a youngin.
What position?
A lot of positions.
Okay, so
It was like Little League. Plus, I think I stopped playing when I was 8, 9. But I was playing like two.
Longer than you.
I played 2 years older, because I was tall, because I was a little kid. So I was in like the next. I wasn't in the full size field, but I was in the mid-size field.
Yeah.
And no, it's I remember my highlight. I
Cranking
played.
out dingers?
Dude, man, I killed it. Apparently, I didn't know. I thought it was average at baseball, but then my dad said I was like 2 years ahead.
Okay, that's fine. Like we
I don't
have
remember.
to talk about baseball.
So I played catcher, shortstop, and that was mostly it.
Okay,
I just remember one time I threw the ball really hard at whoever's playing first base, and it they put their glove in front of their face, which is a big no-no. And it I threw it really hard.
If the sun's in your eyes, is that okay?
No, I threw it hard enough where it recoiled into their nose and broke their nose.
Oh my god.
God, you're so strong.
I know, little kid me, breaking another little kid's nose.
That's a perfect highlight for you. Is just
of
me being super infatuated by what you just said. Nothing pleases Alex more than straight masculine strength.
No, I remember that. I remember that though. I do remember that. I threw it really hard during a game, and they put the glove right in front of their face, there, and just
Well, that's not where you should put the glove.
no,
You should do that.
exactly.
And then it can come back. But
they're
whatever.
just meh.
You live and you learn.
I never thought I was good at baseball, because I remember this kid was on the team and he used to hit home runs all the time, so I just compared myself to him. But apparently I wasn't that bad, considering I was above a.
When I was a kid, I
age.
would play FIFA with a buddy of mine, and we would just play against each other, and he beat me 20-0 every time, and I was like, I suck at FIFA.
Yeah.
And then we got Xbox Live.
Game changer.
And then we started playing together against people, and we'd be crushing people, and it's and then I would play by myself against other people, and I was really good, and I was winning 8 or 9-0, and I was like,
oops.
I just happened to compete against a bar that's so high. That's what's nice about it, though. It's
Yeah, you don't know until you finally get your own level.
Yeah.
Or your own standard, really.
And that's a nice feeling, though.
Yeah.
I played left field in baseball.
Yeah.
And I was also younger when I played too. And the reason I played left field was most batters are right-handed, so they're gonna pull the ball to the left field. And I was the only one that could throw from left field, where it was a line drive that would bounce into me, and then I handle it, and I could throw it to first and still get them out because they were so slow.
Yeah.
That was the level I was playing at.
I remember. I think I played one of this center left field. Does that make sense? Right? There's two centers.
No,
I don't know.
maybe in
Little
there
League.
is.
I remember I thought there were 4 people in the outfield in Little League.
In Little League, there might be. I was playing where it's just 3 outfielders.
So I remember I did play a center field, if not center field.
Mm-hmm.
And my mom would make fun of me, makes fun of me today, being I was picking grass.
I played shortstop from time to
This
time,
is
and I
such
would
a
pick
long
dirt.
tangent about baseball.
I love it. It's all getting cut, but I'm just gonna keep it and listen to it, when I go to bed.
All right,
baseball.
random thoughts about the movie Ice Cream Man that we really want to forget.
So, I batted 5th.
So, God dang this movie.
What really? Okay, go ahead.
I was
it was
gonna
your
say-
movie. It was your choice.
Yeah, it was glossed over in the
Hey,
movie.
we were gonna watch another movie and we decided against it. For your sake.
I would have woke up and ripped that cord out of the wall.
See? So we did it for you.
You're welcome.
Yeah.
And it was definitely a decision on both of our parts to do that, and it definitely wasn't just me pushing for it. Okay?
So my
Random thoughts.
random thought is that it was totally glossed over that the kids jerry-rigged bottle rockets to their bicycles.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
Not just bottle
they
rockets,
totally
actually
did.
model rockets.
They said...
Legit model
yeah.
rockets.
Yeah, it wasn't fireworks. It was
Legit model rockets
straight
To
up
their-
rockets. Yeah.
bicycles, and then one of them shot it at a
They were
police
wearing
officer's
commando hats. And they were
car. The
like...
Green Beret hats, yeah.
Yeah. And then one of them shoots it at a cop car.
Like, not just like he lit a lighter and shot it. Like it was like a button.
It was like the bell on a bike handle.
Yeah.
He pulls that, and the rocket shoots out straight out in front of him.
And the cop's
In
like,
the movie-
"Wow, that was a gun."
In the movie, it makes sense because he's like just a kid and he's nervous, and then there's a car coming towards him, and I was convinced.
He's gonna hit.
I knew it was the cops, and I was like, "Let these cops run over this kid." Like, wouldn't that have
Run
been
over
so
Tuna.
great if it was just this scene where it's like, "Whoa!" and then slow motion shot of a kid in the air flying up and then falling down? That would have been so fucking great. Like, you can't deny that would have been fantastic.
Would it have made the movie better?
Yes.
Maybe.
Absolutely.
Maybe.
Okay, let's agree to disagree.
I'm saying neutral on it.
Instead he rings his bell and it shoots a rocket at a cop car. And Jan Michael Vincent's asleep in the passenger seat because he's so drunk. The actor, not the character he's playing.
Yeah.
Drunk off his ass. And his partner's like, "Was that a gun?" And then just for a sec you see Jan Michael Vincent go. And then
Wait,
it
what?
cuts because you know immediately after that Jan Michael Vincent said, "Why don't you shut the fuck up? I'm trying to sleep."
Don't you know I was in Happy Days?
And then it cuts away to whatever's going on in the mental hospital, and then it cuts back to the cop car, and the kid's in the backseat of the cop car being lectured by a now awake Jan Michael Vincent and the driver of the
Yep.
car. It's like, well, you shouldn't be shooting fireworks at cops.
On that same note.
If that movie was made in 2019, that kid would be dead.
On the same note, what's his name?
Jan Michael Vincent?
Yes. When the dispatcher says there's 3 kids missing, he goes, "I don't care."
Yes, it's a line in the movie. I don't care.
He's like, "I don't give a crap."
He just got out of the mental hospital where he's murdered a bunch of people who are just crazy, and he's stumbled out, followed by mental ill zombies, where he points a gun at them and they back off for a bit, and then he just gets in the car. 3 kids have just been kidnapped.
I don't care.
All
And
right,
he just
Jan
gets
Michael,
out.
we're gonna get out of here. I don't care. He was clearly just drunk,
Yep.
right?
Yeah. There's something wrong with that whole scene.
Oh man, it's why I was excited when the opening credits were going and I saw Jan Michael Vincent and I literally screamed because I knew it was gonna be shit like that. I knew it was gonna be drunk Jan Michael Vincent that's tired of being in the movie.
So I have another random thought that I recently just thought of. So another random thought is the scene where the ice cream man gives the cop the ice cream cone
With the eyeball in
in
it, yeah.
and the cop is like chewing on the eyeball.
There's
like the lid of the
shot
eyeball.
where it's just
And
his
he's, like,
mouth, and
gritting it in his
he's
teeth.
just rolling an eyeball around his teeth.
You know was actually really good about that scene is I bet a lot of people can relate to that. You got something that you're like you can't quite chew, you know? It's like there, but you can't quite chew it. And it's
Jeff, do you want to admit anything right now?
no, but I'm just saying that that scene was
This
actually
is a
good.
safe space, Jeff.
I'm saying that
No
scene
one
was,
else is going to hear about this because no one's listening to this podcast.
I'm saying
okay.
that scene was well done in that you're eating something that you expect to be chewy. Like, think of like a cold, like when you're eating ice cream and you got a gummy bear ice cream.
Think of it like a chunky piece of dairy.
Think of like the beer you just drank at the beginning of tonight.
Yeah.
You don't.
All right, I'm listening.
You don't quite know what's in that kernel.
I'm listening. What's up? Yeah.
No. My point is, like, you've had a cold gummy bear before, right? No?
Like a refrigerated gummy bear?
Yeah.
No.
No? You never had, like, a gummy bear in an ice cream?
No.
Well, I can well, a lot of people have, and I'll just say it at that. A lot of people
Don't
have.
project.
A lot of people, whatever that number is, it could be any number. Could be more than 3. A huge number. Huge.
You could do better than that. Come on.
Huge. So you know when you can't chew it.
Yeah.
That's what I imagine that was like in that movie.
Yeah. Yeah.
And I hated that scene for that.
I hated a lot of scenes for a lot of different reasons.
That was my
But
random
I
thought.
like that you're like telling that you're finally confessing to some explicit. Because I've mentioned things that I didn't like, and it's nice to hear you mention something that you explicitly did not like.
I hated that it was a legitimate, like, emotional eviction from me. That when I saw that scene, I was like, I can. He was like, he couldn't chew that eyeball, and I was like, why do I think of a gummy bear at this point?
I don't think it was that he couldn't chew it. I think it was just like, oh, like a little candy in my mouth, so I'm gonna roll it around.
Yeah.
Was the mentality.
I hated that scene for it.
I'm so glad that you are so disgusted with that movie, that scene, not this movie. I mean, clearly
I'm
we're
disappointed
disgusted,
in the movie.
but that was so gross. And it's really nice to be sitting here next to you, where I saw that scene and I was like, I thought of it as, this is too cartoonish to be realistic. And you're thinking of it as, I could never picture myself doing that. It's so disgusting. And that's a really...
It's actually not that. It's I could picture myself...
You could picture yourself eating an eyeball?
No, I'm saying he thought it was something else. A texture in an ice cream that the only way I can imagine that texture is like a cold gummy bear.
Tapioca
and that's
ball.
immediately what I thought of when I saw
Tapioca ball.
I haven't had that in an ice cream.
Like in a bubble tea.
Okay, I understand.
Like that's probably what he was thinking.
Probably
right?
not, because that probably wasn't around in 1995.
Okay.
But that's what it brought me to. It's like he doesn't know because he thinks it's something else in an ice cream. The only thing I could think of in an ice cream in 95 would have been a gummy bear.
Okay. But would you
And
just
and
sort
you
of
roll
a gummy bear
But
around
you
your
have
mouth?
to roll it around to chew it. Because it's too cold to like really
it's
bite
a
into.
cold gummy bear.
Yeah, because it's in the ice cream. You have to like roll it around to chew it, and then you
Okay.
can finally swallow it.
Can
That's what bothered
me. Can I
me.
give you a practical argument
What's that? Oh, well, yes.
against your claim? We explicitly saw him scoop that ice cream,
And
then he
get the
picks up
middle of
gummy
the
bear and
eyeball?
scoops it out, and then puts it in the ice cream, and then wipes over it with the ice cream
His
and then
hand.
serves it. So is it really like a frozen gummy bear eyeball?
It shouldn't. Well, it was in the cold, but it shouldn't be like.
In your defense, I'm gonna act in your defense. It was in the freezer.
Yeah.
So you know what? I'll dismiss my own argument. I'll say it was frozen, so you should treat it like that. I'll give you that.
Sure. Well, thank you. But that scene
I'm
specifically disturbed me.
I'm trying not to be biased here. I'm looking for literally anything that puts you in a positive light just for tonight because of what you had us do.
I'm so sorry.
It's okay. Forgive you, baby boy.
Do you have any other positive? Any
Any
other?
positive thoughts?
Any other random thoughts?
Let's think about positive thoughts. It was the 90s, So a positive thought for this movie was, or is, I'm really hoping about half those actors ended up getting HIV and then dying. That's a pretty positive HIV positive thought, and that's definitely
The
getting
porn star
cut
probably did.
because that's
Yeah.
horribly insensitive.
Yeah, Peanut says the porn star. Probably does. The girl, I don't remember her name. Her name doesn't matter.
The girl.
Sneaks back into her bedroom.
Yes.
She throws all of the covers over her entire body
Yes.
to pretend to be asleep.
Yes.
But when the dad comes and rolls the covers over her, she's asleep, pretends to be asleep like a normal human being.
What else would you sleep?
Why did she put all the covers over her face?
Because she was wearing the undercover gear. When she went out to investigate the ice cream.
But why would the dad care?
Oh, I saw some go into your mouth, so I took it. Oh, beer, awful.
Look at that majestic cat.
So this is so far we've reached the point where I am forcing drinks down Jeff's throat so you can write to your local congressman about violations of agency and autonomy if you want.
that.
There we go.
Do you have any more random thoughts about this movie?
I know of a goof in the movie.
I would love to hear it.
So when the police are violently wrecking the ice cream shop.
Yes. I remember it very specifically because it seems very wrong.
Yes. So the ice cream man, Clint
Howard.
walks through the puddle of ice cream
Yes.
to go see the ice cream king, right?
Yes.
When
Yeah.
he walks outside to go talk to the cops again, after wading through ice cream in his Converse
Dry feet.
and white pants, totally clean.
Well, I don't remember seeing his pants being stained, but I do remember seeing a cop in that scene getting his feet or his pants stained.
In blue ice cream or something like that.
Yeah, like
Yeah.
green or something, yeah.
But yeah, he came out of the building totally clean.
My random thought, that I swear I recognize this kid, and I'm gonna cut
The
off.
girl?
No, the kid, the glasses kid, Small Paul.
Oh, yeah.
I swear I know this kid from something. A movie called Playing Dangerous, which is basically like a Home Alone / Die Hard crossover,
Sure.
where you have this kid setting up booby traps that violently murder criminals entering the
Love
home.
it.
And the lead star is the kid who is Small Paul. His name is Mikey LeBeau. And
Must be from Louisiana.
born in '83. He's an actor known for Lord of Illusions. Well, maybe we have an L movie now. And Playing Dangerous and Playing Dangerous 2.
Nice.
So
That's-
I actually did recognize the voice, and I was right in what I thought it was.
Awesome.
So
That's all I have.
that's not all you have.
Those are my random thoughts of this whole movie.
Well, that's not all we have for this show.
That's right. Alex, since it was my movie, would you recommend this movie?
Are you gonna sing?
Recommendations. It's time to recommend the movie. Highly recommend or do not recommend. Recommendations of the movie. Alex, would you recommend this movie?
I thought you were gonna sing more. Can we get every week you just sing longer and longer on recommendations?
Sure,
I would love that.
sure, I can do that. I'll sing longer next
Why do
week.
you ask me first? It was your movie.
Alex, because I picked this.
No, because
Okay, just ask me.
the last time
Just ask me.
I
Ask me.
Yeffy
Yes?
Jeff, would you recommend this movie?
No. You want to ask
Are you
why?
s-
But I know we
why
both
not?
know why.
Why not? Why
We
not?
both know why.
Why not? Why not?
Because this movie just hurt from beginning to end, and
You cannot blame your chunky milk drinks.
has nothing to do with that. This movie hurt from beginning to end.
Why?
It hurt from the camera selections to the camera angle shot selections to the dialogue to just the two-dimensional characters. This movie hurt.
I'm really confused. I'm confused by your choice of recommendation to not recommend.
That's fair.
I actually, no, I'm serious. I don't understand it. The amount of time that we spent talking about this and laughing about this and I know you were as surprised as I was watching this movie.
So
How could you not say
my
that you would recommend this movie?
so my real answer
How
for
could you not say it?
because I
Like, were you
Was-
not like in those big scenes? Like when we were first predicting that Clint Howard was gonna be the good guy, and then all of a sudden he turns into the bad guy. Were you not like right there? Were you not like leaning towards the TV?
there were good
Were
elements.
you not like
I know,
totally
I get you.
invested emotionally?
There were
Isn't that what makes a good movie?
there were good elements, but I'm not really sure what it was. But Clint did a great job as the Ice Cream Man, without a doubt.
He did a wonderful job. I think
Without
he
a doubt.
carried the
Let
whole
me finish.
movie.
He did. And that's the problem. Everybody else was walking through the movie.
Everyone else was a 13-year-old.
Not the cops. Not whatever his name
Jan
was.
Michael
cop.
Vincent was great. Jan Michael Vincent was doing exactly what Jan Michael Vincent does.
Being a drunk ass.
How can you not? Like,
I don't recommend the movie because I did not have the best of times watching it with you. I was just
Is it me?
disappointed. No, I was just
Is it me?
disappointed in this movie. I was expecting more from this movie.
It's me.
No, it's not.
It's me.
It's not.
You
Look
know,
into my eyes, Alex.
You know, I tried.
Look into my eyes, Alex. It's not you. It was the movie.
You know, I try to just make you happy, and
It was the movie
I try to
tonight.
give you a couch that you can sit on and
It
a
was
wall you can tack a green screen into.
it was the movie.
Sometimes I just feel like
It started off with the curdled milk, and then it just got worse from there. And I was just so disappointed. When I woke up today, I thought about the evening. I was so excited, but then the evening turned. It started out with the ice cream, and it ended in curdled milk.
That was really good.
I tried some dragon's milk with some Irish cream, and then it turned on me and went to a nightmare of a dream. The curdled milk, it started to get in my mouth. The texture was so ugly, it made me frown in a meowth. Curdled milk, it makes everyone puke. Curdled milk, it makes me wanna rebuke. Curdled milk, I hate its texture in my mouth. Curdled milk makes me wanna put on grout. Curdled milk. There you go. It started out with such a high, a movie we both had never seen, a drink we both had never, ever
drank.
drank.
It was a good.
It mixed beautifully.
Poorly.
No. Originally, it mixed beautifully. I came down. We started tech difficulties. What then? This is real poetry. What then? We came back. Curdled milk. Disappointment. Tough to swallow.
Well, yeah.
Ice cream man.
Thick man milk. Tough to swallow.
So, anyways, that's it. That's all I got. Alex, would
So
you...
your recommendation is no on Ice Cream Man?
Yeah.
Okay.
Alex, would you recommend this movie?
Well, I think you know what my answer is.
Wait a second. Alex, would you recommend the movie Ice Cream Man?
My answer is yes, I would recommend this movie. And the reason why is because Jeff wouldn't recommend this movie. And fuck Jeff, because considering the way this whole night went, everything went wrong, the fact that he says no on this means you have to watch this movie. But in reality, no, I do not recommend this movie. It's a piece of shit. It was fucking awful. It was really confusing, and it was almost nauseating to even watch, especially the first 15 minutes. Clint Howard, amazing job.
He did amazing.
Clint Howard did fantastic. He was doing this really fun, gravelly Batman voice, and then he was doing, like, pantomime, like...
evil things, just... The marionettes.
Voices, where he's doing 3 different voices where he's talking to himself in one and the camera's just on him as he's like going through them. It's a lot of fun.
And his face, his facial...
Really, his face changes when he does it. He's a great actor. Not gonna shit on Clint Howard. He's by far...
He killed it,
this
movie.
movie.
He killed it.
If the lighting was better, if they didn't move
camera
the camera
choices
around that much, the movie's worth it to watch. Clint Howard, fantastic job. Credit to you. Anyway, this has been... Go ahead, why don't you outro?
This has been the ABCs of Bad Movies with Alex and Hefe. We hope you have a fantastic time. Join us next time for the letter J. Hope to see you then.
Bye!
Bye!
Fantastic.
It's over. It's done.
You're not gonna...
In a world where ice cream men are serial killer child molesters, dun 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 dun, Clint Howard stars in a film where he plays the modern day Pied Piper. Dun 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 dun. Directed by Norman Epstein.
Norman Howard.
Dun, dun. Clint Howard is
Norman. Paul Norman.
the ice cream
Dun, dun, dun.
man. Have a scoop of vanilla. Ba-bum-bum. The Ice Cream Man in theaters. Christmas 1995.
My favorite's Butterbrickle.
Dun dun dun.